house he belonged to. Someone will inform them, and then we'll hear no more of it.
Right next to where the murders took place. But Sir Harold has heard all about it, of course.
Yes? Can we help you?
What's the name of the command?
Are you... Be sure...
He's at the Red Keep at the moment.
So, Benfrey, I hear you got caught sleeping on your watch yesterday. Yeah, I dozed off again at the entrance to the sewers. Tough luck, eh? In this damn book.
Yeah? Excuse me, I heard you talk about Sir Harold. Is he truly that bad?
Let me guess. You're a new recruit, eh? So let me give you a good piece of...
Yeah, Sir Harold is the worst. I remember one day, one of the guards joked about his height. Well, he found out about it.
Keep away from him as much... Sir Harold has heard all about it, of course. Only you could fall asleep. Yeah, Sir Harold hasn't had me relieved for at least 2 days. But it could have been much worse. Hello there, friend.
Sir Harold is the one who manages the relief.
Not just that. He's also the officer in... The other officers can throw you into the dungeons or give you extra duties whenever they please. But Sir Harold, he's the worst. Yeah, once he has it in mind to punish you, he'll drag you through the 7 hells.
I find the commander's attitude towards that body stored down there a little strange.
Not really.
Yes? Can we help you?
Is that body down?
Yes. And since it shouldn't take long to find out who he was, as we already know the identity of the other victim.
It's kind of strange, actually. The other one was just a peasant's son. A dark-haired boy. But no one knows anything about the nobleman. What?
Forget about it, Morton. At the end of the day, that...
So, Benfrey, I hear you got caught sleeping on your watch yesterday.
So, how much you want to bet?
I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you soon.
There are so many of them. Yeah?
Excuse me.
Yeah, well,
Keep away. The corpse we're storing is wearing a tabard. Stooping a bit low. Which house he belonged to?
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I have to speak to the commander.
The commander is visiting the Red Keep. Come back later. This tier is for officers.
A whole day looking.
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I've been ordered to collect some important...
Oh? Upon whose orders?
I was sent by Commander Jorah.
Commander Jorah? Get the hell out of here, you idiot! Sir Harold's going to hear about you. Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I want to go...
Maybe when you're an officer.
Oh, there are so many of them.
Right next to where the...
Hello there, friend.
I couldn't...
Oh, now don't you worry. He's at a private meeting.
Yes? Can we help you? Yeah, it should...
It's kind of... but no...
Forget about it, Morton.
So,
find the
Bentley,
commander's...
I hear you've got caught asleep.
Yes? Can we help? Are you... Be sure...
He's at the Red Keep.
Yeah,
Really?
I dozed
We'll find
off
out which
again at
house.
the entrance.
Considering how the commander's treated.
What's them?
Where is the commander?
He left for the...
Commander Janice Slint spends a lot.
Actually, he goes there more and more often.
But I can't figure out which house he belonged to. Well, I've spent the whole day looking for the coat of arms in this damn book. There are so many of them.
Yeah?
No, keep away from...
This tier is for officers. Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I have...
The commander... Hey, you! What are you doing here?
Sorry to have bothered you.
It's hardly the first time that we've done it.
Don't you find the commander's attitude towards that body stored down there a little strange?
Not really. We'll find...
Yes? Can we help you? Are you...
He's at the Red Keep.
So, Benfrey, I hear you got caught.
heard all about it, of course.
Hey, you!
I have...
The commander is... This tier is for officers only. You've no... Hey, you! What are you doing here? Oh? Upon whose orders?
Commander Janos Slint in person.
The commander? Why would he ask you to do that?
I was traveling by his side. Once there, he said he'd forgotten some documents and that I had to quickly return them to him or there'd be trouble.
Yeah. When the commander gives an order, you better do. Go ahead. But move your ass.
So that's the famous letter. Oris wasn't lying. I swore to help him if he was telling the truth. But am I really obliged to keep this promise? If things get out of hand, I risk my own skin. All that for the man who killed Gawain. Let's have a look.
So, sir, did you find out what happened to your brother? I'm afraid that's not possible, sir.
Ice and death, this wretched... He killed my brother, and now he's trying to undermine any hope I have of... I must speak with Lord Halton.
He awaits you at his residence.
Cheapest goods in all of Westeros here. Come take a look.
Alistair, were you able to discover anything?
I know what happened. The murderers in the sewers were targeting a boy by the name of Cedric Rivers. His last name leaves no room for doubt. He's a bastard child, just like those the Queen is hunting down. But the assassins also killed whoever else was in the hideout at that time. And that's how Gawain fell victim to them.
How can something this dreadful have been allowed to happen?
Valar murdered my brother.
You believe your half-brother murdered Gawain. But Sir Desmond seems to suspect the bandits living in the sewers.
He is correct. However, the bandits were just pawns, and I have the proof right here. Valar is behind it all. This letter explains everything. It is he who ordered the assassination. He signed it with his own hand.
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing?
Reading between the lines of this letter, it appears that he acted on behalf of the Queen. Look at what's written here. See that you do not leave any witness. He must have known that Gawain would be with Cedric. Valar was trying to capture my brother after all. This was an ideal opportunity for him. He didn't leave him any chance of clearing his name.
You believe he acted out of revenge?
Obviously. He wants to wipe out the Sarwics and take control of Riverspring. Valar used this opportunity to get rid of him. One less obstacle in the way of his conquest. He is now assured that he will become head of House Sarwick, being both my sister's husband and my father's only descendant.
What are you planning to do?
Gawain was my brother. I can't just let that bastard Valar destroy my family. He will pay with his blood. I'll never let that wretch take the ancestral lands of House Sarwick. I already have this letter which proves his involvement in the sewer murders. I have to find out what it is that links these murders and expose Valar's treachery. Once the people learn of his treachery, the Queen will have no choice but to sever her ties with him.
You are right. The answer probably lies with the bastards that the Queen is hunting down.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, if you think about it, isn't that what all these murders have in common? All the victims were bastards. In fact, you helped track one of them down yourself, didn't you?
I only helped the Queen to get back my land and titles. It was the best way to show my loyalty, and I'm willing to get my hands dirty so that my family can regain its former wealth.
Certainly. And your resolve does you credit. But why did she call on you? If these targets really were enemies of the Crown, why didn't she send the gold cloaks?
Indeed. She chose an inconspicuous method every time.
The Queen does not wish for this matter to be made public.
These bastards are not chosen at random. Valar himself is one, but he's not worried. So there must be some other link between them. But what? I can't put my finger on it.
I might have a lead on this matter. One of my contacts at court passed a letter on to me. It's from Lord John Arryn himself, the King's Hand. He sent it to the Red Keep sometime before his death. It was meant for Grand Maester Pycelle, who sits on the Royal Council.
I knew the Lord of the Eyrie well. We were acquainted at the Battle of Stag's Mount.
He was a worthy man. His death has deeply saddened me. But in the light of the information contained in this letter, I fear that his death is far from natural.
What do you mean? What does this letter speak of?
Well, John Arryn asked the Grand Maester to come, and this came after he was seen in the company of Stannis Baratheon. If you're unfamiliar with these two men, they have long... After a little investigating, I learned that the Hand had visited half a dozen bastards.
You think that because he was walking about town and consulting some tome on lineage...
Think about it. If John Arryn... I have a feeling that this book on lineages holds the... He's a Maester of the Citadel called Rupert. I do not know him personally, but he has agreed to meet...
Why call on this Maester Rupert?
Grand Maester Pycelle is the Queen's loyal... However, there is still one
How much is he asking for?
That's the problem. He does not seek money. If he did, he wants a particular settlement, but he refuses to explain himself in...
Fine. I will meet with him. Where can I find him?
The meeting has been arranged near an illegal arena, hidden in... I sincerely hope he will give us the help we need. I've already taken the liberty of sending Sir Desmond there, as he knows these parts well. He will...
Thank you, Lord Halden.